if you're in on the Aster token or you've been looking at this altcoin, which is launching its own L1 solution, and people are very bullish on it right now. Well, I want to show you guys a clip from a video that I made just in the last 24, 48 hours where I literally called this dip for the Aster token using a very logical thought process, which I want you guys to listen through. And then I want to talk about what I think comes next, because really called this one almost exactly. So real quick, let's listen to this clip from this analysis that I put together just a few days ago. Bitcoin dominance to rise as Bitcoin falls a little bit. Maybe we're looking at Bitcoin dominance rising as Bitcoin continues to explode to the upside and continues rallying higher, and altcoins still linger behind. In fact, maybe Bitcoin dominance shoots up because Bitcoin rallies and altcoins fall a little bit. That is the scenario where Aster could potentially come back down to somewhere down to this trend line. Looking at some of these horizontal trend lines, and if you look at the price of Aster at the time of that recording, you'll see that it was $2.09. So really called this dip because it went from $2.09 all the way down to what is now $1.80-ish level. And look at how I laid out these levels. There is clearly a little bit of a level right there, right here, a little bit of a bounce here. We've had a couple little bottoms here. We've had a little bit of a top here, a top here, as you can see. I would feel pretty comfortable with a little bit of a move down to maybe even the $1.76 level. Now, I'm just going to stop it right there. And I actually want to show you how I ended up drawing out these moves and finalizing some of the TA on this, because it's really that simple. As I am actually quite bullish on Aster, I know that there is volatility in these markets, and that is why, me and my partner on this channel, Blacksea, we're trading. And so, Blacksea opened up a short on Blowfin, and there's many different places that you can do some trading. And on our YouTube videos, in the description of every single video, you can actually see a bunch of sign-up bonuses, and you could actually get a deposit bonus for BTCC, 10% deposit bonus right now for all new folks that sign up using the link in the description of our video. So look how the Aster trade ended up playing out. I literally drew out this trend line. Like you saw me in that video just a second ago, draw out those trend lines. I literally just really quickly drew out these little, here's a top, here's a top, here's a bottom, here's a bottom, drew in a trend line. Look at where we dropped to from the time of that recording. We were up here right at that recording, and we dropped all the way down just exactly to that trend line. And look, guys, I'm even in that video, I talk about how we can come down to $1.68. Hey, if we break out to the upside, the breakout point is $2.23. These are just very simple ways to trade. I'm bullish on Aster. I think that the Aster narrative is extremely bullish, in my opinion, but nothing goes straight up. And right now, Bitcoin is taking new highs. Guys, Bitcoin got up to almost $26,000, $125,700. Bitcoin dominance is climbing exactly as I discussed. And just further clarifying what I was saying in that video, as I was saying, there's a world where when Bitcoin explodes, altcoins stay flat to maybe fall. And that is exactly what happened with Aster. Bitcoin dominance is shooting up, Bitcoin shot up, and altcoins actually fell, which is why Bitcoin's rising. Some altcoins stayed flat, some altcoins ticked up a little bit with Bitcoin, but Aster specifically has been rallying like crazy lately. So for it to have a little bit of a dip, all within the realm of normal. I do these videos every single day on this channel. I talk about a lot of different cryptocurrencies. I did this Aster video. It got a couple hundred views, which is a very low amount of views, which is shocking. Maybe just because YouTube is not picking us up for the Aster coin and the YouTube algorithm, or people aren't really looking into Aster yet. But I do see a lot of folks talking about it, like on X. It's all over the X timeline. I don't know. I don't see a lot of YouTubers talking about it, but I do think that this coin is getting a lot of eyeballs from traders. If you've been paying attention, Aster's actual trading volume for the Aster perp dex that it is double what Hyperliquid is. Hyperliquid is currently one of the top blockchain projects out there at rank number 11 in the entire crypto market. Now it's up a little bit today. We're seeing a few coins start to come up. Bitcoin took some highs yesterday. Now Bitcoin's consolidating, coming down a little bit. Altcoins are getting a little bit of a breath of fresh air right now. Bitcoin dominance is stalling out. So what comes next for Aster? If I was able to make that such an amazing call on this potential dip down to this trend line, right at $1.75, $1.76. Well, what comes next? Well, if we're talking about this as being potential level of support, you might find a bounce there for Aster. That's why I drew the trend line. You might find a bounce there. You might see it come all the way down, though, to $1.67. So that's why you see Blacksea opening up these trades. I've been trading it. Blacksea's been trading. Aster's very fun to trade. He's been using Blowfin. We've also been trading a lot more on BTCC. And again, in the description of all of our videos, there are sign-up bonuses for these exchanges. If you guys haven't already taken advantage of these, they are there. And this limited time deposit bonus from BTCC, I don't think it's going to stick around for a long time because the 10% deposit bonus is huge. And again, look at how little views that amazing Aster prediction video got. People, just aren't looking at Aster, I guess, in this way right now, but we certainly are. And we've taken advantage of the volatility and traded on it using BTCC, Blowfin. We use BitTinex as well. We'll go weeks using one and using the other. But when I see a sign-up bonus like this, I like to take advantage of that stuff. As does Blacksea. He did this trade on Blowfin as well, which we've actually liked Blowfin a lot as well. But looking at Aster, what lies ahead? If we do get a bounce here, looking at $2 is kind of a level that we're gonna probably revisit a few times before we get a true altcoin season. And I think that's coming. I think we need to see the Bitcoin dominance rally go. Really, I want to see it boom. I want to see it break out. And then I want to see it crash. And then I want to see a full-fledged altcoin season. October, November are historically the most bullish times for Bitcoin, for crypto. And when we see that October, November pump go crazy for altcoins, that's going to be following with this giant Bitcoin dominance crash. And I think that that's going to be a beautiful time where you could see a coin like Aster getting to a $10 price level, getting to maybe even a $20 price level or higher. And I do think that that's possible. That is all I have in this video. If you want to trade, check out the affiliates in the description down below. I wanted to show you guys how I literally drew out these trend lines in my video yesterday live while I was recording it. And it played out just within 24 hours, which was kind of crazy, but I drew them in for a reason. I mean, this is how I look at the market. This is how I trade the market. You've got to do your own research. Just because I draw levels on a screen doesn't mean that those are 100% the level. You got to pick your own stuff. And this is how I do it. And I'd like to hear from you guys in the link in the description down below. What are the high prices you think Aster can get to? What prices do you think Aster is going to see to the low side? I mean, are we going to break lower than $1.66? Is this a fake trade? Is this coin not going to last for the stretch of the altcoin season, or do you think this is going to be one of the top plays? Because right now I'm kind of leaning towards that Aster is going to be one of the top plays. And I say that because when I look at the fact that Hyperliquid, its competition, is at rank number 11 at a $16 billion market cap compared to the $4 billion market cap that Aster is currently sitting at, I think there's a lot of upside for Aster, especially knowing that the amount of trading volume happening on the Aster perp dex is double what Hyperliquid is. Does that mean that Aster could be double what Hyperliquid's market cap is? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel, DCA. Hodl, my friends. Until next time, I got 2 videos here if you want to check them out. I'll see you in the next one, y'all. Peace.